Renuka, a quick question from you. Everyone wants to know because, again, research and development, funneling of the funds, and how start projects for startup community. All these questions keep people haunting. That how they can reach people like you or organizations like Bio. So, if something on that could be, if you want to comment on 3 areas where startups can help society and community by supporting the big pharma and medicines like Novartis, Bio, what areas would that be? So,
sure. Maybe
I'll cover
yeah. I'll cover maybe the funding part and maybe the focus areas later.
Sure.
So so funding, maybe from corporates like some of the healthcare, innovation is always driven around the need that we have, and our research cycles are very, very long, right? And we always look for those startups bringing in some disruptive improvements. Hopefully 10x is something that we look for, and not only be able to solve it, but also be able to scale. I think that is where I think if you have to really be a differentiator, and if you have to be picked by some of these challenges, and if you are striving to do some industry partnership, I think it's extremely important, especially for us, to see how a solution can be scaled across regions or across business units, etc. Right? And to enable this engagement, there are a couple of things that we have done as a company. So as I said, Biome as a platform is launched, and when I give you more insight into what we have done to make it easier for this collaboration to happen, I mean, we have put in efforts around various levels of how we have enabled the sandbox environment for plug-and-play solutions with Azure, AWS, cloud services enabled free of cost, and then or bear by the business per se. And we've also, some of these engagement cycles are, from the procurement point of view, very, very long traditionally. So we have really made the processes very lean, lightweight, so that startups don't really have to wait months and months to get onboarded and start working with us. So a lot of our procurement processes, onboarding processes are leaned out. We also looked at how to frame some of these payment terms in a more friendly way, and also providing insight to, as I mentioned earlier, the data and the domain expertise, because that's a contribution for the co-creation that we would bring in for. So that is one angle to it. And the second angle is, like, once we see a good fitment between the business unit as well as the startup, we are up for doing pilots to scale, paid POCs, and as we speak, we've already closed 2 of them in couple of areas of interest for us in the generics as well as in the manufacturing supply chain space, and there are some in the pipeline. So those are the kinds of investments per se. It may not just directly come as a dollar value, but because we are really not looking at any equity in the startup, we are looking at how to co-create and build solutions together, right? And on that note, I think these are some things we are providing, or those are the steps that we are taking to enable this engagement so that it is more fruitful from our end. And we look forward to work with various companies who could be also seeing value in these collaborations that could help them scale, as well as help them grow in their journey.